Second day press conference today. Ryan Garcia, Tank, that's going to be in LA. Yesterday sucked. Let's just be honest about it. I don't think anyone was expecting it to be that underwhelming, that low energy. If you heard, it might be the setup. I think it is the setup. I think not having the fans there also to get everybody riled up, to get the energy in there, I think is a mistake. Also having Brian Custer being the only one that asks questions, I think it's a mistake. Having De La Hoya and all them talk, I think is a mistake, because they're just being polite. Everyone's being polite and professional. And you got to remember, we're going to have a boxing fight here. We're going to have a fight. But yet, you know, all these pleasantries, they don't sell a fight. Let's be honest. Maybe this fight doesn't need all that, but it needs something. And you got to love the energy in the face-off. And that's what they used, and that's what people will remember from it. But I think it could be so much more if they just, I don't know, if they put these guys in the right position. You gotta let other people ask questions. You gotta let people stir it up. You gotta get these guys talking to each other, communicating with each other. I think it could be very explosive, but for some reason it just didn't have that yesterday. I do see a lot of talk on the rehydration clause, on the catch weight. I think it's very telling, in my personal opinion. I think that if Ryan is this easy work that people are assuming he is, a lot of times, you know, the people, when they have to fight him, the trainers, when they have to fight him, they know better. And they're letting you know right now that they're worried about Ryan's power. They're worried about Ryan's size. So they have the rehydration clause. And I think that, you know, will play effect. Now, where people stand on that as fans, or what we should feel about that as fans, I think yesterday, I kind of settled it for me, right? It seemed like no one cared. It seemed like everybody said, you know, as long as you sign a dotted line, it is what it is. And if that rule applies, I'm going to apply it to everyone. So when Canelo does it to people, right, because Canelo's like the most infamous guy, I guess, for it, Manny Pacquiao before him, you know, I thought it was kind of looked down upon. People criticized it. Now Tank does it, it was kind of a little more accepted. I'm fine with it either way. Just want to make sure that we kind of just make that decision now, so we don't have to really talk about that anymore, on whether it's looked down upon or whether it's accepted. Okay, it's accepted. If you take a rehydration clause, you accept the terms, the fight's the fight. Now, catch weights I've never had a problem with. I've always been actually pro catch weights, because I never thought of limiting a fight just because of a weight class. I've always been pro catch weights. So that happening, no problem. But I do think it's telling that Tank's team wanted that. I think it's telling that Ryan took it. And I think it, to me, in my opinion, Tank took the fight. To me, Ryan made the fight. I really believe that. I think that Ryan took all these clauses and all these conditions, right, to make this fight. He's switching over the networks. He's going to the other promoter. He's doing all the things to make this fight. Tank just took this fight. Tank was just open to this fight. But Ryan made this fight. And I'm still sticking with my pick. I got Ryan under 4. I think Ryan is being extremely undervalued in boxing right now. And I think the Tank gets touched early. I think it gets touched a lot, and I think that he has to really figure out your speed and style for him to be effective. Now, I do say Ryan under 4. If it doesn't finish under 4, I think it could go really bad for Ryan, because he's going to become predictable. Tank's going to be able to get his timing down. Ryan's really more of a reactive fighter. He'll have to become more of a pressure fighter at that point to really force his tools. I don't think that'll be good with Tank countering him walking into Tank shots. But I still got Ryan under 4. And I think that I think it's going to be a great event. I just think that these guys, you know, there's fuel there. Someone's got to like the match in these press conferences. We'll see if it happens today. Peace.